Last time on Canada's Best Beauty Talent. Ready, set, style. All right, time's up. Tools down, artists. Please meet me in the judging room.
I definitely have to credit you for you have an hour to create a look, and I know how stressful that can be.
You said that you wanted to go for a more undone look, but to me it still looks pretty done.
I expect her to show up in a peach frock and give me away on my wedding.
Everything seemed to come together as though you were paying attention to her face.
Patrick and Leia, you no longer have any chance to be Canada's Best Beauty Talent. Your time to shine is over.
12 of Canada's most promising hair and makeup artists put their expertise in the spotlight, competing for prestige and recognition from the industry's top editors and personalities. Each week, 2 artists will pack their kits and lose their chance to shine. Who will be Canada's Best Beauty Talent?
Burning, 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 burning for you tonight. Start me up, start me up, start me up. Your love is like a drug.
Hello, everyone. As you've seen, this competition is not easy. It's important to be your best and be ready for anything. There are 10 of you remaining now. Of course, you are all still in the running for the grand prize to experience the world of L'Oreal in Paris. It's time to pair up. Isabel and Kate, you won last week. Please choose partners to work with. I choose you.
Matthew?
And everyone else, pair up into hair and makeup teams.
Sounds good.
I want a confident man.
I think it's a really interesting group. I think everybody comes from different backgrounds. Some people have stronger elements. Others have more experience in one thing than others.
I was very fortunate to be teamed up with Kaylee, and we kind of had a good vibe backstage, and so we just knew right away we wanted to work together.
This week's challenge is all about Hollywood-style icons. Here to keep an eye on your process and technique today are Eric Delmonico, the official hair artist, and Eddie Malter, official makeup artist for L'Oreal Paris, Canada. Using L'Oreal Paris products, your challenge is to create an updated, fresh new look for a Hollywood-style icon. Jenna and Roger, you pick first.
We would like to go with model 2, please.
Yay!
Bridget Bardot, nice one. Kevin and Shab, pick your model.
Yeah, we're gonna go with model number 5.
Yep.
Audrey Hepburn.
Done.
Kaylee and Marcia, pick your model.
We pick model
Number 1,
Yes.
please.
Ooh, Elizabeth Taylor.
Wonderful.
Isabel and Andrea, pick your model.
We pick model number 4.
Nice.
Sophia Loren. Matthew and Kate. Grace Kelly.
Nice.
Each team has 1 hour to complete their look. Your stations are set with everything you need from L'Oreal Paris. Remember, everyone, it's an updated, fresh, new look. Ready, set, style.
Great. Let's go, Alyssa. Okay, so why don't we do like a pinkier red to make it more
that's it.
faded?
That's what I wanted
Okay,
to do.
cool. You don't want to stray too far from what was old-fashioned. You don't want to be too modern, because then you won't be able to recognize it.
And the purple and red, I'll definitely make it in a way that it'll blend. It's not going to be this huge purple heavy effect.
How about I do a very like shiny, like sleek kind of top, not flat.
So bouncy and like shiny.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm here to win. I left my beautiful little girl at home. It's hard to be away from her. And I came here with a lot of energy and enthusiasm, and I really want to win.
What did you use on the roots? Or?
So what I used was the volume...
The collagen? The collagen? Okay,
yeah.
yep.
And then I also put in the ends a little bit the mousse volumizing.
Okay, yep.
For the ends. And then after we're done setting, we are going to take it out and we're gonna still keep the volume like Brigitte Bardot still has, and leave the hair down, but comb it out.
Okay.
And so it's still voluminous.
So you're gonna do roller set and then just all out. Beautiful.
Sorry, love.
Oh, you're fine.
You used to this stuff?
Yeah.
So same thing, you go with your finger and you tap, 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 tap.
Yeah, I tap under the eye just to set it in place. Because if I rub, there's not going to be enough, as much coverage. That's what I do.
You don't use your brushes, huh?
Sometimes I do, but since I want to have a glowy look, I want it to be more melted into the skin.
Okay.
So I'm going with my finger for this one.
Good, and you're using the working one, right? The Elnet, the hairspray?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you know this, I like to work, I like to use that one, the red one.
Right.
But then for the extra hold, I like to use the strong hold at the end when you're not going to touch it anymore, and then just finish it in place.
Okay, good to know. Because there's all these challenges that are unexpected, it's kind of like you get to incorporate what you're good at if you'd like, you know? Like you have free range to do what you'd like.
Can I get you to smush down a little for just 2 minutes?
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So and for the fruit, you use too much?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, okay.
There's a little bit, I'm noticing with our model, there's a little bit of a dryness in the T-zone, so I tried to exfoliate a bit with a sponge, but we are just working with, fortunately enough, it's quite a hydrating foundation, so hopefully once it'll settle into the skin, it'll help nourish the skin as well.
Okay.
So yeah. We're working right now. I'm just adding a little bit more warmth into the skin. I stripped the skin from all of its color using the foundation and concealer. Now I'm applying it to the areas that I really want to highlight and pop around the border of the face, into the cheekbone, around the eyes to give a little bit more of a natural glow. I definitely feel confident in my skill, but you always are left with feeling, well, is that enough? So I just felt like, okay, this is my time to just step it up.
Feeling the heat, y'all.
Yeah.
How do you find working with another person while you're doing hair and her makeup?
I always work like this.
Yeah?
Always. I mean, time's always an issue. And also, you should be working with your teammate at the same time. Someone should be able to jump in and say, wait a second, I think it should be more like this.
Very
or wait, I have an idea.
I like the energy between the makeup artist and hairdresser to work together and to create something special.
Yeah.
It's very important.
It is.
Close your eyes.
So, are you happy with your icon?
Very happy. I don't think I could be happier. She's such an exquisite lady.
This is an interesting technique here.
Yeah, that's just so that I don't get the pin marks, because that's where I want I want them to be really nice and smooth, because I'm not going to give her as much volume as there, because I feel that to me is what's going to make it old. I'm kind of condensing that in to a much newer style. I think lips and a wave are probably two of the most important aspects
lips
of
is
this
obviously
whole
an
look.
important thing, but the sophistication needs to be there, and that's why I'm pulling in a little bit of a jewel tone on the eye. I just want her to look very luxurious. It is still modern, those aspects of it, but the shimmer on the eye is definitely something that's going to just bring it current, and then we're going to do a really fun poppy lip. Really fun.
I'm just gonna curl her lashes, Roger. Okay. Close.
She needs to stay steady, honey.
Sorry. And open for me slowly. Good little cock there.
Smile. Biggest.
Sarah, try again for a second.
Flip back.
Can she sit down again?
Yeah.
1 minute left, boys and girls. 1 minute left.
Oh, gosh. I'm going to keep working. When you need me to move, just say move.
Time's up. Put your tools down. Now it's time to join me in the judging room.
This is editorial, and I think it's fantastic. Well, you guys hit a double header, because it's not just editorial, it's also accessible.
You don't say to someone, this is what I wish to do, I wanted to do, I could have done.
I think she's absolutely gorgeous.
For me, it's feeling a little contrived.
Left stereo channel, right stereo channel.
Yesterday on Canada's Best Beauty Talent. This week's challenge is all about Hollywood-style icons.
I'm like totally spacing.
Gosh.
This is an interesting technique here.
Yeah, that's just so that I don't get the pin marks.
Flip back.
Time's up. Put your tools down.
12 of Canada's most promising hair and makeup artists put their expertise in the spotlight, competing for prestige and recognition from the industry's top editors and personalities. Each week, 2 artists will pack their kits and lose their chance to shine. Who will be Canada's best beauty talent?
Burning, 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 burning for you tonight. Start me up, start me up, start me up. Your love is like a drug.
This challenge really put your skills under the lights of Hollywood. Here to judge the Hollywood Style Icon Challenge is the editor of Flair magazine, Lisa Tan.
Hello again.
Hi.
Tracy Moore.
Hi.
Host of City Line, and Eddie Moulter and
Hi.
Eric Delmonico, the L'Oreal Paris experts. Now, please head back to the process room and wait to be called back with your models.
I think the most intimidating thing is standing in front of the judges and waiting to hear what they think of your work, because I know already some of the looks that I thought were really beautiful, the judges didn't necessarily like, so it's always a surprise to hear what they're gonna say.
Hey, everybody.
All right, so Jen and Roger, who was your icon and how did you give her a fresh new look for today?
Well, our icon was Bridget Bardot.
We wanted to emphasize not necessarily volume on the top, but also throughout the bottom as well, so it's more like now.
We had this idea that maybe she had been partying all night and went out sailing in the daytime and sort of just threw herself together, but it was still perfect, sort of like that feeling of Bridget Bardot, so.
Hair and makeup, it's great.
Thank you.
You
Thank you
captured
so
it.
much.
She's sexy, young, very much that sex kitten feel without looking studied.
Thank you so
I
much.
was nervous that this was going to be a Bridget Bardot. Clearly,
Bardot,
but it's a
darling.
Bridget Bardot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The finished look is beautiful. We could have played a lot more on Bridget Bardot. I mean, this is a stunning look, but it's a look that we've seen over and over again on many runways, so it's nothing really that's flooring me. There are certain parts that are a little bit frizzy, could have been a little bit more refined, a little bit smoother, but all in all, it's a great look, and it is beautiful.
I expect maybe a little bit, something a little bit more on the eyes. Maybe at this time it was a lot of eyeliner and a lot of lashes.
Right.
Maybe I would like to see something a little bit more $60 on
Okay.
the eyes.
Roger, I love the hair.
Thank you.
I think it's almost a slightly more edgy bombshell. I can see several young women in the City Line audience loving that hair.
Thanks, Jenna and Roger. You can head back to the process room and send in the next team, please.
Thank you.
Kevin and Shab, who was your icon, and how did you give her a fresh new look?
Audrey Hepburn is known for her like really smooth look, height on top, across the face, and she's always really neat and tidy. So I wanted to incorporate both the casual, kind of cool feeling that you get from her outfit, recognizably Audrey Hepburn with across the face, you know, soft waves, and also give it a little bit of height, tighter around the back, just keep that like really easy kind of feel.
And I went for a more glowy look, dewy skin. I smoked out a bit the liner, if you want to close your eyes. I smoked it out a bit, so I used the pencil first, then smoked it, and added a little bit of eyeshadow. A lot of highlighter all around the face, and the lips, it's obviously more bright.
I'm a little lost how it's a chic new Audrey Hepburn.
It's very smooth. It's not really frizzy, but it does look like this piece left down is you didn't have time to finish, and you just left it like that, right?
For me, it's feeling a little contrived. I find the makeup almost has a bit of a Joker-esque feel, like that bright red, and then it's a little bit clown-like for me.
I'm happy you kept it a clean, fresh, light skin. I think of Audrey Hepburn, she was definitely a pale girl, and the fact that you kept it that, it's refreshing to see.
Yeah, it's good to notice that the skin is beautiful, and above the lips, too
bold, too
bold,
bright.
yeah, a little bit.
And for
too
the
bold.
liner too, I didn't have time to finish, honestly, because I was gonna do that after.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. You don't say to someone, this is what I wish to do, I wanted to do, I could have done, because this is what we see. We didn't know you wanted to do something else.
Well, you know, what can I say? I can't bitch at the judges because they said everything that I agree with. Obviously, I didn't nail the challenge, but, you know, I can do better and I know it, so it doesn't matter.
Marcia and Kaylee, who was your icon, and how did you give her a fresh new look for today?
So we had the lovely Elizabeth Taylor, and what I did right away, I thought about Elizabeth's beautiful, stunning violet eyes, and so I really wanted to pull some of that color into the lid, and did a very soft, romantic version of something that you would see more what Elizabeth would wear.
We did a really thorough consultation all together in the beginning, and we decided with the hair that we wanted to really exaggerate her shape and more off to one side to make it a little bit more modern.
There's some parts of it I wish this side was a little more fuller to kind of counter this side, which is very beautifully full, and I do like it. And I do like just the little pieces of hairs hanging out. What do you think?
I think she's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I love the general shape. You can tell it's Elizabeth Taylor or Ava Gardner of that era, right? I love that little bit of fuzzy that you did there, the rosettes with the hair. I love it's a little bit asymmetric. I think it's absolutely beautiful.
I really love this look, I have to say. It's all equilibrated for me. I really love that you did with the hair and makeup. And about makeup, skin is perfect. I like the idea to mattify a little bit the skin.
I like that her hair is a bit messed up. I love the skin tone. This is editorial, and I think it's fantastic.
Thank you.
Well done.
Well, you guys hit a double header because it's not just editorial, it's also accessible. And I think that Marcia, you've really caught the essence of what this challenge was about. It's about your interpretation of an icon, and you did it without making her a caricature.
Well, good job, ladies.
Thank you very
Marcia and
much.
Kaylee, you can go back to the process room. Please send in the next team.
Thank you, Kate.
Isabel and Andrea, who was your icon, and how did you give her a fresh new look for 2012?
Sophia Loren was our icon for today, so I decided to go keep the brows because Sophia Loren's signature brows are amazing, and I decided to go with a sultry metallic blue eye with luscious lashes and keep the skin really matte so it doesn't compete with the eyes, but highlight on the right places like the nose and the cheekbones.
As for the hair, part of what makes Sophia Sophia are her eyebrows and eyes. They were always so striking. So we thought the way to go would be a nice, smooth, yet still sexy, sensual look.
To me, when I see this particular model, she's gorgeous, the look is beautiful, the hair is lovely, but I don't connect it with Sophia Loren at all. I see more Jackie O. You could have used a lot more fantasy, a lot more technique. You could have done some pinning up and still made it look modern and streetwear for today.
I guess when I think of Sophia Loren, she was the ultimate Italian sex kitten, very lush, very beautiful. What I would have done is reversed it for the makeup. Because the model here has a smaller mouth, I would have done the red lip there and something lighter to show off that great brow, but I wouldn't have put all the black there.
Yeah, I agree with everyone. I don't see Sophia Loren at all. However, I do love the eyes. I think that's a look that a lot of young women are trying to emulate these days, and I think you've done it in a really nice way.
For me, if I see Sophia Loren, it's all about cat eyes. And I don't see that here.
So, Isabel, Andrea, thank you very much. You may go back to the process room and send in the next team.
Thank you.
Matthew and Kate, Who was your icon, and how did you give her a fresh new look?
It was Grace Kelly. I feel with my inspiration for the hair is I wanted to I feel with Grace Kelly, there always has a wave element involved with Grace Kelly's hair. I wanted to add a little bit of interest to the sides and back. With the look that we see there, we see a little bit of volume coming out from the back, which I wanted to mimic by some pieces coming out, but I wanted to really collapse that shape a lot more because what we're seeing in editorial work, what we're seeing in up hair is very slick. It's a lot more compressed. It's not very overlarge and oversized.
Makeup-wise, I definitely wanted to maintain the sophistication and elegance of Grace Kelly. You really cannot get any more elegant than her. I did do more of a shimmery jewel tone eye, which takes it into modern day. And then a red lip that was still traditional, but has a bit more of a fuchsia feel.
I really think that you did capture Grace Kelly. I have to say, my favorite hair.
I really like the makeup. Your model has gorgeous eyes. And her mouth is not that large, so that red lip with the gloss is really nicely done.
Yeah, I think the only thing is maybe the back. I'm not crazy about that little ball. We could have covered that up a little bit better, but as far as what I'm seeing from the front, I really love it. I think it's beautiful.
Thank you.
I really like the makeup you did, and for me, Grace Kelly, it's the icon of the beauty. So you respect the soft beauty and beautiful, amazing beauty of Grace Kelly. I love it.
I think the makeup's beautiful.
Thank you.
When I think of Grace Kelly, I think of softer makeup. But when I think of the average woman out there, I think that is definitely a look that she would want to emulate.
Thank you, Matthew and Kate. You can head back to the process room.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And wait for us to decide.
Okay.
Let's discuss, judges.
I mean, I'm really happy with the work that I did, and I feel that it exceeds Sophia Loren. It's smoky, it's sexy, it's sultry.
I think in most cases, people will find they either have to err on the side of the icon or err on the side of the average person, and I don't think they erred on either side.
No.
I don't think that they captured either.
I wish I'd gotten Bridget. I wish I'd gotten Bardot. Oh, so bad I do.
She's safe, which safe is not always like the greatest thing. I mean, you want to be like wowed by that.
Like, it's stressful. It's always stressful to be in a position where you're judged so much. Like, this is the craziest thing that any of us have ever been involved in.
I mean, you know, I have to say, out of all of them, considering the show, the competition, the way it is, not one of them really wowed. You know, like they could have taken that extra step and just really done something a little bit more elaborate. I mean, it's showtime.
I kind of enjoyed it because you hear some great things back, and then
Good feedback.
you can go kind of right back out and do it.
Yeah.
So I think we've come to a decision. Competitors, please enter. The challenge today was all about the glamour and classic beauty of yesterday and updating it for a new era. Each of you got to show off your techniques and talents, but two of you will be leaving us. Can Kaylee and Marcia and Kevin and Shab step forward, please? Two of you are the winners and still have a chance at being Canada's best beauty talent. The other two will be leaving us. Marcia and Kaylee. Eric said it was absolutely gorgeous. Eddie said he loved the look. Lisa said this look is editorial and fabulous. Tracy said that it's not just editorial, but accessible. Kevin and Shab. Lisa said it felt a little contrived and a bit clown-like. Tracy said she didn't know it was an Audrey Hepburn look off the bat. Eric said it looks like you didn't have time to finish the hair. Eddie said the skin looked beautiful, but the eyes were a bit too bold. Kevin and Shab, your chance to shine and become Canada's best beauty talent ends here. Pack your kits. Thanks.
I know I'm pretty good. I have a pretty good talent. I have pretty good knowledge and, you know, techniques. So if I just, you know, make them a little more acute and just practice them more and I think I'm gonna go far.
I just came out here to have a really good time and have fun, and I did. I really did. It's a great cast, and everyone here has been really amazing. I'm just gonna take it for what it is and just move on.
Kaylee and Marcia, you have won this challenge.
Great job. Thank you.
And with that, your choice of partners for next challenge.
Great.
We'll see you then.
Great.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Your challenge this week is to create the perfect look that complements the dress of your bride. Ready, set, stop. Time's up. Please join me in the judging room. Tonight, 2 of you are leaving us. Pack your kits.